We're now joined by University professor and political analyst Seyyed Mohammad Marandi, who's with us from the Iranian capital, Tehran. Professor Marandi, welcome to the program. Please walk us through the recent comments made by Iran's foreign ministry spokesman.
First of all, the United States itself is well known for police violence. And anyone who's acquainted with the United States knows that the American police doesn't joke with anyone. With regards to this young lady who passed away, so far the evidence doesn't show that there was any violence. I don't know the full story, and I will wait to see all the evidence, but we do have a clip where she doesn't look like anything happened to her that was linked to physical violence. Physicians have said that the evidence doesn't show that her head was hit by some hard object. And the physician who apparently operated on her brain when she was 8 years old said that she had potential problems that could have led to such circumstances. So there isn't any evidence to show that she was violently assaulted and then subsequently she died. Again, I don't have all the evidence. If there is evidence to show that she was violently assaulted, obviously the person or people who were involved must be sent to jail or put on trial and sent to jail. But the fact that the United States and the Europeans have destroyed so much of our region through war and sanctions, and right now they're imposing sanctions on women and children in Iran, really make them the side that is the true violators of human rights. They are committing crimes against humanity on a daily basis. They should be quiet when it comes to countries like Iran.
And also, there was a touch on the U.S.'s hypocrisy, which you also mentioned there by the Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman, stating that the West turns a blind eye to crimes committed by its allies across the world, which further reveals the hypocrisy there, and also said that the U.S. is, when it comes to Iran, the biggest violator of human rights of Iranians by keeping its failed maximum pressure policy and its economic terrorism, which directly affects Iranian citizens. Unpack that for us as well.
Well, I'd like to also point out that the European Union countries and the United States, they fund the MEK terrorist organization. The MEK terrorist organization has a huge cyber army, which is backed by big tech, and they encourage violence in Iran. They encourage assaults on police, and they are constantly spreading misinformation. On the other hand, Western media outlets and Saudi media outlets based in Western countries are constantly rumor mongering, they're constantly spreading hate, they're constantly encouraging violence against the administration, against the police. So when Western media or Western-owned media and Western-backed terrorists are active in our country, and as we've seen over the last couple of days, the people who are basically following their guidelines or the objectives that they've designated for them, they've been carrying out violent assaults on police officers. Last night we saw a police officer set alight by these rioters. So Western countries are encouraging violence in the country, whereas they claim that Iran is a problem. They encourage violence, they impose sanctions, they've helped Saddam Hussein in his war against Iran, they helped the Shah stay in power, they gave Saddam chemical weapons. Again, they have no right to speak about human rights, not only to the Iranian people, but to anyone else.
All right, thanks a lot. Professor Mohammad Marandi joining us from the Iranian capital, Tehran.